what's up, young men out there, even young women, especially minorities. The thing that's going on right now with all this police killing and all these riots and all of this bullshit is what people is not understanding is this. What I still have never heard any newscast about is the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that them caught charges, went to jail behind this bullshit. Now, I don't know whether these charges are sticking, whether these people are doing real time, whether they locked up people that already had charges on and warrants on the street, or none of that. We don't know none of that. But I guarantee you, niggas is getting locked the fuck up, and some of these charges is sticking. They not going to court and the judge being like nothing. They putting these kids on probation. They taking these kids' licenses. They hitting these kids with small little petty fees that they just can't afford. And when I say small, I mean less than $1,000. But less than $1,000 when you a kid with no bread, or even a grown up with an adult with no bread, that's a mountain to some people. You know what I mean? So that mountain alone will then hinder these children or these young adults with who knows how many years of bullshit over their head. I've been through it already, okay? So I know this is some fuckery. I know what they doing. So what I really suggest niggas don't do is don't fall for the hype. You gotta understand, what is it, the CCA? I don't know what it's called, but the corporate incarceration entity of America, some shit like that. Basically, whatever the shit stand for, it is a business of locking people up. So think about it. What's better to lock niggas up? They want to lock niggas up already. What's better to lock niggas up? You kill niggas. Humans cannot deal with their own mortality. That is a fact. It's hard for humans to process their own mortality. It puts them in a position of stress, duress, situations where their mind just does not make the best decisions behind dealing with their own mortality. So when you see somebody that you identify with as being like you, and this is why it's important for the intelligent people not to allow themselves to get grouped with the dumb people, but then also they killing intelligent people too. So either way it's an L. But don't always, just because they kill a nigga, feel like they killing you, because maybe this nigga is nothing like you. So either way, that psychologically fucks us up to be seeing us get killed and seeing no recourse or anything. And when you have that and no light at the end of the tunnel, no situation where you can see your way through it and make some money and take care of you and your family, it puts you in a position to act out and to make bad decisions. But what I'm telling you to do is not to act out, not to make bad decisions, not to take any drugs or alcohol. Do not take part in tearing your body down, sinning against your body. Do not fuck recreationally. Do not be out here just fucking every chick thinking that you gonna heal your pain, or fucking every dude thinking that you gonna heal your pain. That's not the solution. The happiest I've been was following the Bible the closest I could. I have not explored Islam. Maybe try that. The point is, though, being in tune with yourself and knowing, for me, I know I don't need to be drinking and smoking. It's just something that just never sat right with me. I never thought it was cool. I know it tears down my body. I physically feel it, and then I know all the science. So it's just something you shouldn't be doing. A lot of times what happens is a childish perspective is to go exactly against what the oppressive authority does, which it can be your parent, and it starts out usually as your parent, especially if you have bad parents. You want to go and do exactly opposite of what they tell you to do, because you you don't appreciate their oppression. You have a problem with it. And that person, that parent becomes the government when you're an adult. So you just transfer that. I don't want to do shit these niggas saying. Like, I'm my daddy don't want me to date this girl, this dude, I'ma date this dude. My mama don't want me to date this girl, I'ma date this girl. You know, however which way it work, we tend to kind of go against, not we, but we, I guess, can tend to go against that. So the government uses these what's the term I'm looking for? These reverse psychology type of things where you know you shouldn't be told that you can't smoke weed, but you can drink alcohol. Everybody knows that's blatant fucking hypocrisy. It just makes me mad. I don't even care about weed. I don't like weed either. But if you could smoke weed, if you could drink alcohol, you should be able to smoke weed, period. So you know it's these antiquated idiots running the country, right? You know it's these people that have these backwards mentalities, the stupidest motherfuckers come up with these laws. And anybody with common sense, and maybe they're smart, maybe they know, hey, we want to fuck y'all over, and that's likely what it is. So the point is, don't fall for the shit. Know that they're purposely trying to fuck you over, because any intellectual individual can know that that is blatant hypocrisy, the weed and alcohol situation. The tobacco and weed situation. It's hypocrisy. Don't get trapped. You know, it's hypocrisy when you got little white boys getting off for murder and a black dude doing mad time for petty drugs and shit. You got all these hypocritical things that just frustrate you, but you can't let it make you make bad decisions. What I can tell you is there's actually a lot of hope in America. This is a time when we more than ever can do it without their help, which is why they're subsidizing and financing farmers and all of this shit so much, and buying all the farmland or controlling all of the farmland, because they have to make us need them in some capacity, or we don't need them at all. If we got a way to get food and water, we don't need them at all. We got all of these things. And the thing that the government will do, and this is what people not realizing, the government, its primary goal is to control shit. So if it sees that it's not in control, the government will destroy its own people until it has control. So even this acting out, if it sees that, yo, these niggas is wild, they gonna do some shit to fuck you over. Even if it's underhanded, even if it's saying, go ahead, bring your people over here, drop a bomb, you know what I mean, we'll get it back together. That's the goal of government, is to control. These people will never let up their power. The only way they will ever let up their power is if it is taken from their bloody hands. So, that being said, why feed into their bullshit? Don't go for this shit, right? Don't go for this shit. And instead of wasting your time rioting and all of this bullshit, come up with some real shit you can do. Partake in another individual like myself in the real shit I got going on. Lend your hand an hour a day to somebody else, somebody's cause that is moving positively, okay? That actually has something that you could be doing to help them and help them out. So that's my 2 cents in 10 minutes, goddammit. But don't fall for it, yo. That's all I'm gonna say.